Scorpio says let go if it ain't meant to stay. My spirit guides speak when my world feels gray. So I'm listening close to the cards on the table, trusting the message to make me feel stable. If it resonates, keep it close to your heart and know a new beginning is just a fresh start.
Hey, and welcome back to my channel, The Scorpion Effect. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe. I do want to apologize to everyone out there. I know I've been MIA. I've been really busy with life and my kids and just everything. But here I am. I'm back, okay? I wanted to give you all a Valentine's Day reading, but since I was super busy on Valentine's Day, I didn't get a chance to do it. And I like to do readings when my energy aligns with the energies, okay? And my energies was all over the place on Valentine's Day. I was pulled in many different directions on Valentine's Day. So I wasn't able to get you all a reading out, but I thought it would be fun if we do a day after Valentine's Day or energy check after Valentine's Day, and just to see how the energies are playing out now, okay? Now, I will say when I was shuffling these cards, I feel a lot of you have felt neglected throughout the years, not just on Valentine's Day, but just being celebrated in general, whether it be anniversaries, whether it be birthdays. I feel like a lot was riding on this Valentine's Day for a lot of you, because when I was shuffling the cards, the energies and some of the cards that were flying out when I was shuffling the cards suggested that you've been neglected and you're tired of planning things or reminding your partner to do the work or reminding them what you like. You're like, it's been 10 years. You know, I like chocolates. You know, I like this. You know, I like that. You know, it's like they don't take the time to properly plan things here. So yeah, let's get into it. I pulled 8 cards. Okay. In the bottom of the deck here, we have the Hierophant. Okay. So with the 3 of Wands here, Valentine's Day, and leading up to Valentine's Day here, collective, there was an expectation that didn't manifest here, okay? Someone thought something would grow or progress, but it stalled with the 3 of Wands reverse, okay? Valentine's Day may have felt more like a pause instead of an expansion or growth here. And I think your expectations, I don't believe your expectations were super high, but they were high enough to think, oh, let me wait, not make plans and see if they make plans, right? This is someone waiting on effort that never came. Waiting on a text, waiting on plans, waiting on reciprocity. I thought this was going to go somewhere. I'm frustrated because I made a big deal about Valentine's Day this year and you didn't show up here. Now, the truth behind this, this connection has long-term potential, okay, with the 10 of Pentacles here. There is foundation energy here, okay? This isn't random. This is either a soul contract here with the 10 of Pentacles, a karmic stability lesson here with the 10 of Pentacles, or someone sees long-term but is building very slow here, okay? One of you see long-term and you want to build now, you like the time is now, and the other one, they may like the idea of stability, but doesn't know how to really show up consistently here. I feel like they talk a good game and they hype you up and they say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And they're capable because they have the foundation, they have the money. This person isn't broke. They have the money, but they spend on things they deem important here. And they're building slowly toward this connection. I'm saying that because of the other cards that's surrounding it. If the other cards weren't surrounding this 10 of Pentacles, it would go a different way. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of future talk with this, but it's not a lot of consistent action. Okay. And I say that because look what's blocking the connection. We have the Page of Wands reversed, okay? This is immaturity. This is impulsiveness. This is fear of commitment. This is hot and cold energy, start and stop energy here. Someone is still figuring themselves out. Is someone who doesn't know if they really want a monogamous relationship or they want to be single here. They don't fully know what they want yet. They don't want to let you go. And I feel like this person doesn't mind keeping you stuck because they're selfish like that. Like they would rather have you no matter what. They're very hot and cold, excited one day, moody the next day. You could be dealing with an Aries here. You could also be dealing with a Libra too, and a Taurus. Heavy Taurus energy in this, by the way. There is attraction here, okay? But it's not enough consistency. And they have the ability to create a foundation here. It's just a matter of them seeing the value in that. Right now, this person's very selfish. They're very self-centered. It's all about how they feel and how they show up. I don't see where they give a lot here either. And I also go off my own intuition. I go off my own, spiritual guidance here. And I do want to clarify this because I hear a lot of people say tarot readers are witches. I am not a witch. I am a spiritual guide. Okay. I work through spirit. I am not a witch. I don't do witchy stuff. I'm very intentional with my spirituality. So I don't do rituals. I don't do like spells. I don't do anything like that. Now I do cord cuttings and choosing yourself rituals and money rituals, but I'm not into that. I'm into spirituality and my ancestors and taking notes from spirit. I don't do all the witchy stuff. So please don't call me a witch. Someone in the comments called me a witch, and yeah, I'm not a witch. I'm not a witch. And they're like, oh, yes, you are because you practice tarot. No, I'm not. I'm a spiritual guide. Keep that in mind. Okay. But anyway, back to the reading. So yeah, where were we? We left. Okay. Sorry, y'all, lost my train of thought. So this is how they see you. This is how you show up in the connection. You are mentally moving forward here. You are not stuck at the same place emotionally you were before with them. And they feel there's a disconnect here in the connection because they do feel you moving away here. You're healing, you're transitioning, you're tired of chaos. You're ready for calmer waters here, okay? You're emotionally distancing yourself because you're tired of waiting. You're tired of feeling neglected. You're tired of always trying to show this person how to love you. And you're tired of showing what your value is. They know your value here, okay? This is, if you aren't going to be solid, then I'm out. I'm not sticking around for the bare minimum anymore. Now, this is interesting. Look how they show up. They observe, but they don't communicate. They don't communicate well. They do a lot of stalking, though. They stalk your social media and things like that. But this person looks for, like, who's liking your pictures, who's commenting. Like, they're very intentional with, like, trying to place blame on you. Like, oh, you're cheating, or oh, you're doing this kind of energy. They think more than they speak here, okay? But they're definitely stalking your social medias right now, thinking about reaching out but not saying anything. This is very immature communication. It could be gossiping about you, but they don't show up in a healthy way. They show up gaslighting and pointing the finger. They're very immature. This person could be older but very immature here. I'm not seeing a young person. I'm seeing an older person that's immature. They could have childhood wounds here as well. They could be stuck at a certain age mentally in their childhood. And I want to say this. I do feel like some of you are dealing with a man who has mommy issues. And when I say mommy issues, I'm not saying the mother was abusive. I'm saying the mother has coddled this person and they may be stuck at 15 or 16 due to this, take that how it resonates. But anyway, so with the page... with the Four of Swords. Sorry, y'all. With the Four of Swords, their true feelings, they're overwhelmed. They're withdrawn here. You didn't feel fulfilled this Valentine's Day. They didn't feel fulfilled this Valentine's Day. They're salty and stalking your page because you didn't pursue them on Valentine's Day. You didn't go out of your way to press the issue. I feel like for a lot of you, you waited, you didn't hear anything back, and you made things happen on your own. The truth is you did your own thing. You made your own self happy. You catered to yourself. And that left them feeling inadequate here. It left them feeling like, dang, they don't need me. They're doing their own thing. They don't need me. Even though they weren't going to offer shit, they still wanted you to come in with this 10 of Pentacles energy too, you know? And what they got instead is you didn't wish them a happy Valentine's Day. They didn't. I feel like this person didn't do anything. If they did, they may have sent a text. They may have like done some little breadcrumby things, but they haven't done anything serious. And you took this person for a loop because instead of chasing them, you walked away. Instead of begging for, oh, why didn't you text me? Why didn't you call me? You didn't say anything. This is a lot of quiet, but loud quiet. This is a loud quiet, okay? And in turn, they stalked your page. They looked at your stories. They wanted to see what you were doing on Valentine's Day because you all didn't make a big fuss about it. And now they're like, who the hell? They're like, wait, who the hell got you walking away from me? This person is very cocky, very arrogant. Who the hell got you walking away from me? This what this Page of Swords is. It's like, who the hell are you talking to? What you doing? Let me see. And this is them stalking you from multiple pages, not one. If you block one, another one pops up. That's who it is. That's exactly who it is here, collective. But they're like, how dare you not chase me down? How dare you not beg me for a date? How dare you not get mad that I didn't make plans? Like, this person is used to you cussing them out like, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. You didn't do that. You mentally walked away. You kept your composure. You waited. They don't know that you were waiting on them, but you waited on them to a degree. And once you didn't get what you needed, you did your own thing. The truth is you make yourself happy. You have your own foundation here. You have what it takes to have a foundation here. Collective, this person... collective, they're not stupid. They know what you bring to the table. They are just not willing to show up because they've been able to get away with the bare minimum for so long that they don't know how to show up here. It's not even that they don't know how to. They're just lazy. They're lazy, entitled here. It's just really sad. So now they're overwhelmed and they're frustrated that you didn't beg for them. They're taking a break mentally because their feelings are hurt. This is avoidance as well. This is, they don't want confrontation. They would rather go quiet than to deal with the emotional backlash because they're mad that you didn't chase them. They're mad that you didn't demand more of them. And it's like, why should I have to do that? You're like, why would I do that? I'm ready for more. I want to heal. This is healing energy. This is moving away because I am not feeling fulfilled here. I am feeling neglected here. Okay. So, yeah. Now, spiritual advice here. This is you anyway. You show up as the Empress here, okay? Scorpio energy, Taurus energy here as well. This is beautiful. Spiritual advice is you being told to stay in your worth. Don't chase. Don't shrink. Don't compete. You are the Empress, okay? If someone can't rise to meet your standards, that's their point. That's their fault. Okay. You will be their lesson. You are the lesson. You are the one that got away. You are the one they dropped the ball on here, collective. And I'm not just saying that. These are the energies I'm getting. And I've learned that the people who come to get readings, they usually are the one who's been expressive and they don't get answers because the person they're dealing with isn't really truthful or they have ego problems. So usually when you all come here, it's because you're doing the work. You're doing the work. I'm not taking up for y'all, but usually it's because you all are doing the work. You're seeking guidance, you know. But this is going to be a huge lesson for this person. If you all aren't communicating, expect to hear from them 3 to 4 weeks or 3 months from now or 4 months from now. It's going to hit them like a ton of bricks that they lost this Empress, okay? And they weren't able to get away with anything. You may have thought that they've gotten away with something here. They haven't. They haven't, collective. Now, what's the hidden blessing in this? I purposely made this spread so you all can look at the bigger picture, but the hidden blessing that you don't see coming here. You've already been through the worst here that you could have been through with a person, okay? You will be getting more love in your life, and you are getting new love in your life, and you will get an equal give and take here, okay? There will be someone to come in and sweep you off your feet and show you the love you didn't get here, collective. You have to continue to heal and continue to sit in this Empress energy, and trust me, the person that's meant for you, they're going to come in and give you everything. You do have new love. You have committed love coming in. This is healthy exchange here. Now, for some of you, this person can do a turnaround, and this could be y'all too, but I don't feel like this is the old energy. I do feel like this is new energy. And you will get what you need out of this. As long as you sit in your Empress energy, you continue to heal, you are going to get a partner, a new partner that loves you. It's potential for new love here. A lot of potential for new love here. Now, bottom of the deck. This is commitment energy, as we know, right? Now, this was a lesson about commitment. This was a lesson for you not to settle here, okay? You will be connected with someone who wants more, okay? And now for some of you, I do feel like the old person is going to step up, but Spirit is saying to make them work for it. Spirit is saying to make sure you hold this person accountable, make sure they get the therapy they need, but there's potential for growth here, commitment here, love, stability, equal give and take. But it's after you learn the lesson, they learn the lesson. This is about healing too. Okay, in order for you to get this, there needs to be some healing here. I do want to pull some oracle. We're not going to go to all signs yet, but I do want to, let's pull some more. Let's pull some more. Oh, I just turned my music off. I didn't mean to do that. All right, let's pull some more. My card's backwards. Okay. Let's see. If you all didn't talk on Valentine's Day, what didn't they get to say? What did I say? I've been watching your I've been watching your socials and admiring your pictures. So yeah, they know they dropped the ball. I hate seeing you with them. So again, this person is watching your social media. They could be speculating, or if you are seeing someone else, they're not happy about that. They don't want you with any. I'm ready to take my mask off because they've been faking the funk, okay? You deserve better than them. So did you go back to somebody, or did you celebrate Valentine's Day collective with someone else? Or maybe are they just assuming? Now, for some of you, I am hearing some of you did something petty. Maybe you posted like somebody on your stories and you're not really with that person. I fantasize about you. Now, be careful with the I fantasize about you card, because you don't want somebody who's just all about sex. I know that we have a soul connection here. Soul connections come with lessons, though. I can't let you go. They're playing a lot of games, collective. I want to hold you. Okay, so they know what they have here is worth fighting for. They're just very stubborn. I don't want to be toxic anymore. All right, let's pull one more from this deck. I want to kiss you. Now be careful. It's a lot of sexual energy with these cards. What I love about this deck, the Burning Love Oracle, Burning Heart Love Oracle deck, sorry, is a lot of the cards says things like, I'm afraid of commitment and I've been working on myself. And if I would have saw those cards and felt that energy, then I would say go for it. But it just feels like this ex, they missed the sex, they missed the intimacy here. There is soul connection energy here, but it's tied to trauma bonding. It's tied to someone being toxic here. Okay, let's get some other, we're going to pull from another deck. Do you still think about me? So yeah, you're not talking to them. You standing your ground. You moving on. It's got them in their head, collective. I want to make it right. Whew. But again, this is after some time. This is not right away. I don't feel like they want to make it right because they truly deep down want to change. I think it's because their ego is hurt. You're not talking to them. Past life regression. So yeah, you all do have past life energy here. You worry so much. Now be careful with this. Usually when I see this, I feel like this is you expressing yourself and them undermining it. Like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, you're making it big. No. They need to understand where you're coming from and acknowledge it. They shouldn't be minimizing it. I know I was a fool, but I'm truly sorry. If they come to you with this sorry energy, again, you all, this isn't going to be for a while. It's 3 to 4 weeks. Now, for some of you, it could be 3 to 4 months, okay? This person isn't going to come around. They're still in their ego, okay? I'm working hard on myself. Now, this is what I like to see. If you stand your ground here, collective, you just continue to move on, transition, and better your life. This person is going to see where they took you for granted. This person is going to understand where they went wrong. All right, now let's pull some, let's go to all signs now, okay? Let's go. Now, for people who are new here, if you watch other readers like my boy Talis Tarot, I don't know if you guys watch him. Every time I mention him, I get awful comments. But I stole this segment from him. He always does like all signs at the end, and I love it. It gives more specific clarity. And so for the people that get in my comments and say, oh, you stole this from another content creator, I give him his shout out. I love Talis Tarot. He is one of my favorite readers on here. And you know what's funny is I had a channel 10 years ago. He inspired me to start a channel. Tyler was one of the first readers I ever saw on YouTube, and I learned a lot from him because the person who taught me, my friend who taught me tarot and helped me learn, he taught me from a spiritual stance. He didn't teach me from like a lover's point of view. He taught me more of the spiritual messages. And what I love about Tyler is Tyler gives just raw lovers in channeling, and he reads the cards in a more down-to-earth way, a way where people can understand it a little bit better. And when you read spiritually, the cards spiritually, like the actual meaning of the cards, people get confused by it, and people will challenge you and say, oh, you're not reading them right. And you're like, no, I'm reading them right. You're just used to it being read in just love. When you do tarot, it's not just for love, it's the overall energy. But all these cards want to come out, really? All right, sorry y'all for my yapping. This video is longer than I wanted it to be. If you are dealing with an Aries, there's a lot of mystery with this Aries, secrets, mysteries. Be careful with that, but it's going to come out. You're going to find some truth. If you're dealing with a Taurus, there's memories here. You both are dwelling on the past and the shoulda, couldas, and what is. You both missing each other. Expect to hear from this Taurus, even though they're super stubborn. If you're dealing with a Gemini, there's silence right here. This Gemini is going through a lot mentally, and they're really selfish. Be careful with that Gemini. If you're dealing with a Cancer, they are coming with an apology. It is sincere, but Spirit is saying to take your time with this Cancer. Don't jump into it. If you're dealing with a Leo, they are taking time to look at the perspective. They don't know what they want. They want happiness, but they're not sure if they can find it here. They're trying to clear their head here. If you're dealing with a Virgo, there's chemistry here, passion here. Expect them to come back. Expect them to come back with more loving energy, okay? If you're dealing with a Libra, this Libra is the yin to your yang, divine, masculine here. I always get Emperor energy with this. You are attracted. They are attracted. This is, you both complement each other energy here, okay? If you're dealing with a Scorpio, there's a lot of confusion surrounding this situation. They're unclear. You're unclear. No one really knows where they stand. The Scorpio will be back once they figure out what they want to do. There will be some type of conversation. If you're dealing with a Sag, they are thinking about you, missing you, craving you, desiring you, okay? If you're dealing with a Capricorn, they're healing right now. This Capricorn will be back, but they are doing some self-reflection. Something about they're taking your advice or something. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, there's distance, separation, blockages, but the Aquarius is stalking you online, okay? Even though they're distant, they're quietly watching. If you're dealing with a Pisces, the Pisces is being a Pisces, escaping. This is literally their card. They're the illusionists. They're the escapers. They're avoiding, pushing away, blocking. They could be drinking a lot right now, but the Pisces will be back once they stop being so dramatic. Yeah, they'll be back. They're shocked over you not communicating with them or something like that. But anyway, let me know in the comments if this resonated for you all. And until your next reading, you all take care. Bye.